Anybody really curious about some of the tracks that I've been playing, this is the CD that I use. Good luck finding it on streaming. It's probably not available anywhere, but there's the details. You can't see anything there. X sample 1997 TDF retail therapy. To all my friends, welcome. Happy Saturday. I'll be on for, I don't know, a little while, depending on how many people show up. It's currently about 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a little bit earlier to try and catch up with my friends in Europe. A lot of people that tune in from Europe say that when I'm on at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard, it's just way too late in Europe. So I'm on a little bit early today. I know it's a long weekend. It's Labor Day here in North America, so I don't know how everybody else is doing, but we're going to hang out for a little bit and listen to some music and just enjoy our time. If anybody has questions, then I'm here to answer any kinds of questions. I'll probably just put my face on camera this time. A lot of people see like a blank screen and then they're like, what is going on with all of this? So they don't know what to make of a blank screen. So maybe I'll be on camera and we'll hang out for a bit. I was just listening to the Nirvana Unplugged album. Pretty good stuff. Still enjoying the same audio system as I was before. I did add the Hagel P20 preamp into my system. That was something that I wanted to try out. I talked to Hagel Canada about borrowing the unit, so I've got the unit all hooked up over here. I've got a couple of things I'm going to enjoy this evening. So I figured I would just go live and talk to everybody as I'm listening to a bit of music in the background and enjoying a bowl of ice cream. Because why not? So I'll be on live. I'll just answer any kinds of questions. Maybe I can change the title of the stream, but it is what it is. Let's change this track. All right, so yesterday I was live with my friend Rich from Zidell Marketing, and we had a great stream. We were on live last night for about 2 hours. It was really good. We had Rich gave us a lot of insights to the business, the market, pricing structure, experiences at audio shows, what to anticipate, what to look for, kinds of questions. We're really talking about enjoying music, enjoying the idea of appreciating what we have, detailing what we're looking for in an audio system, things that make sense, things that don't make sense, the right kinds of formats of questions if you're going to ask and talk to a dealer, expressing what it is that you're looking for, certain details that people ask, the right kinds of questions to ask, and then like a reflection of like the community and how people are very quick to tell you what they like and what they want and what they appreciate, but they may not be so well versed to ask the right questions to get you what you like and what you want, and asking questions about what you're interested in. So there's a lot of kind of gray region and area there. So my previous live from yesterday talked about all those kinds of things. We talked about technical issues with preamps, what to look for, what they do, how to synergize your system well. It was this is a bowl of ice cream. What the hell kind of nonsense? Remove. And I'm going to remove all of this. Ridiculous people coming into the chat just to talk nonsense. The fuck? This is really good, by the way. It's a rainbow sherbet, rainbow sorbet, whatever you want to call it. And because I can't have regular ice cream, Crohn's disease doesn't agree with a lot of the different stuff, so I have to watch everything that I eat. This one, however, gets a pass. And I know that it's a cool day. It's probably 22 degrees. The Toronto Air Show is here in town. I should be out watching the airplanes and the jets downtown, but I didn't want to travel today. And then also, if I was out, I wouldn't be able to do my live with the community, so I wouldn't be able to spend any time with my friends in this way. And I appreciate being able to talk about audio gear and things like that with people. So I'm here just to kind of hang out, doing whatever I'm doing, and maybe I'll split it up and go on the computer later on. But we're here, we're doing what we can do, living the real life. And I have to get through this, otherwise it's just going to be a bowl of cold syrup. So you forgive me if I finish eating the rest of my ice cream. But in the meantime, anybody watching, if you're on a TV and you can't type, then you can't interact with the chat, which is kind of pointless. Interacting with people in social media, not anti-social media, is kind of the point. We need to be engaged and need to ask questions and talk about our experiences, things that we like, don't like. I mean, that's the idea of public forum. A forum is a place to communicate. And if you just observe and watch, then, passive absorption isn't really contributing much. But I understand sometimes people are not registered. They don't sign up for YouTube. They just like tuning in. They like watching. Maybe they just like watching just to find out some information. They like lurking and sitting in the back, and if I say something weird, then they can clip it out and they can use it against me like some sort of CIA operative. Good luck with that. I think like an opposition. So in order to adjust and view the world and make decisions, I have to think like opposition would think. So that way I'm not in the line of opposition. That's the best advice to any kind of security managers, are to think like those who would breach your security, so that way you can anticipate all types of breaches, weak points, loopholes, anything like that. Actually, I might be going into cybersecurity and AI design pretty soon, because I mean, let's face it, like, the world's changing and moving around quite a bit. So what am I eating? Something About Nothing podcast. It's rainbow sorbet sherbet ice cream, not really ice cream. Sorbet is more like a flavored, like a sweet ice. I don't know. But I just had some out before I started the live, and now I don't want to just let it sit there. Otherwise, it's just going to melt. So forgive me. It's not dinner yet, my friend. Millie H is saying, what should I eat for dinner? So I don't know. Something tasty. And the reason why, cantaloupe, that's about the right color. That would be the color of the cantaloupe, but then there's also like pink and green in this one. So that's the mix. That's the rainbow part of it. Cantaloupe would be a good option. Here's the reason why I'm eating on camera, and I know that most people don't do this. One of my friends does this. And we talked about it last night on my live podcast, which, if you guys haven't seen the live podcast from yesterday, check it out on the channel. And I'm not saying that just to get likes and not to get subscribes, and like all these people are like and subscribe and follow and share and blah blah blah, and like begging for the attention. No, you don't have to do any of that. But the reason why I'm doing this is related to the video I did yesterday. And I'm sharing that for context's sake, for understanding. We talked about the idea of audio being a very subjective experience, meaning that you guys know what this is now. I've told you it's an ice cream. If you've had this before, then you understand what it tastes like, but you can't taste this by looking at it, right? And it's the same thing with audio. When I share my system, I flip my camera around and I show you the room, you can't you can hear the song in the background, but you can't hear what it's like in my room because you're not in my room. It's subjective. I'm listening to it. I am here in this space and you aren't. So part of our problem with audio community in general is that it's very subjective. What I like and what you like is going to be very different. A double A came in and said, "Hey, you're so cute. Thank you for your voice in support of the LGBTQ community." Why? Because my ice cream's rainbow? I never said I support them. I don't have a problem with them either. Only when they're blocking a roadway or they're being loud in public. But that goes the same for anybody. If you're disrupting the public, I don't like you. So anyways, are you in a shed? No. No, my man. Something about nothing. This is not a shed. This is my apartment bedroom. I just converted the bedroom and treated the walls and everything so that it looks good as an audio space. That's where I am today. Millie, again, to go back to the question about dinner, I'm not sure what you should have for dinner. This is only like my middle of the afternoon treat before I get on to something else that's like really tasty. Yeah, so the Toronto Air Show is on today, and I didn't want to go downtown. And the idea, to go back to the original point, is about personal taste in audio and how, as a learning experience, we have to experiment. And, you know, when you're young, your parents cook you whatever it is. If you grow up like Filipino, Japanese, Chinese, Italian, Spanish, whatever flavor of Spanish, you know, Arabic, your diet, your religion, your culture is all new to you as a child. I mean, you don't choose that because you're born and then that's your environment. You just grow into whatever's around you. And it becomes a foundation. In audio, in music, and in personal taste, we sort of learn those things as we go. And depending on your exposure, you will pick up on different things. If you have Indian cuisine everywhere and things are spicy and, you know, spices in general in that like sort of South Asian, equator sort of spaces, everything is kind of spicy because that's what you have around. It grows in areas like that. You don't see spices in Ireland. It doesn't grow up there. I mean, the spiciest thing you're going to get in the north is an onion. So your tastes in food as well as music, which is another reason why I'm eating and rude on camera, is to say that our personal taste is developed over time because of experiences, and it's unique to us. I mean, we might share it with a community because of like how we grew up, people that we knew, things that we tried. And you can like a food that other people think is very weird or strange, and it's not a big deal. Unless you like pineapple on pizza, and then of course the world erupts into it because it's like a cult. It's a cult meme at that point. People make fun of each other just because it's a thing. And then online media coupled with the idea of criticism, that can go crazy. So in audio, when I say I like this, I like that, I like this flavor, I like that personal taste or whatever, others will judge that the same way they will criticize people who like pineapple on pizza. It's no difference. It's just a judgment. but it's a personal taste, and it's entirely up to us. So if you can be yourself and have the confidence to appreciate and enjoy whatever it is in audio or food or fashion without needing to conform to a group, then the ideas and the criticisms in communities, certainly online communities with audio, you just don't listen to it. I mean, the idea of looking for answers means you're going to be in direct line of fire of people who would judge and criticize what you like. And I'm almost done this, so I can put this down in a second. So our conversation last night was partly about what we like and enjoying it, instead of always be looking for the next best thing, the next specs, less distortion, this and that, whatever's in style, whatever's new, whatever people are talking about. Like, hey, I got the new iPhone 16, whatever, because it's new, and everybody's like, yay, that's great. You can buy like a really cool, rare sports car, and then all of a sudden, because it's rare, you get attention because of what you bought. But the idea of audio is to enjoy what it sounds like, not to show it off to your friends. So, I mean, it can be both. We are human after all. Everything we do is essentially based on tribalism. There are cultures and community built around everything. And whether you like something or don't like something, there's going to be a group that says, I don't agree with you. I mean, and that's okay, because we don't have to all like the same thing. Hasty is back. I don't know where you came back from. Where did you come back from? I didn't know you were here in the first place. What do I eat? Mostly food. Mostly food. Let me just flip this around. There's more interesting stuff going on here. So to my friends who are watching this evening, yeah, all of audio is essentially, it's all based on personal taste, right? You guys can see me in the reflection there. Hello. Let me move this. There we go. That's what's going on. The time right now is 3:27. Yeah, so audio and personal taste and like flavor, and so some people like red wine, some people like white wine, some people like steak, some people are vegetarian. All of these things built around personal tastes, and most of the time it's not a concern to anybody. What you like is what you like. There's nothing anybody can say or do about that. Now, the reason why it's a little bit different in audio for some reason is because audio is a technical subject, and there's electronics and components and there's some physics involved. Then there's some points of view that get mixed up, where you can mix an opinion, like a perspective on how the physics of audio works and how the subjective experience of audio works. And they're not the same thing. In my country, it's 11 p.m. Where is that country? Hasty? I'm going to guess India. A lot of people from India watch. I don't know why that is. Maybe at that time there's a lot of people just off work, at home, watching media, just scrolling, and then all of a sudden I'm on in the afternoon. And Iran, very cool. Very nice that you can watch from Iran. That's awesome. I am located in North America, like North America. Um, so like in the New York area, not New York area, but the same timeline. Very nice. So yeah, I mean, a lot of different flavors, a lot of different experiences will guide our personal tastes. And talking about it objectively and subjectively are two different aspects where we can talk about what's in the amplifier, but we can't talk about what it sounds like unless we get into the details of what do each component do, right? Like what's the output impedance versus the speaker impedance? What's the curve like? What are the components they use? And then do like a chart of sound characteristics. And right now, I mean, as far as I know, we don't have anything like that. There's no chart of sound characteristics. There's public opinion, but everything is just public opinion. We don't have a consensus on what certain things sound like because there's just too many factors. So it's funny that we can agree that there are too many factors, but yet there's a lot of talk and discussion and arguments about personal taste that get in the way of just enjoying the music, just putting something on and enjoying the way it sounds. It's really weird. However, today's a new day. It's a day to rejoice, a day to relax, a day to sit back and appreciate things. It is Labor Day here in North America. I don't know who else has a Labor Day, but it is what it is. Just enjoying life, reminding myself of the things that I have and appreciating it. Appreciating what it does, how amazing the amps are, how well the subs perform, how integrated they are with the towers, and then with the electronics as well, how clean and how responsive the signal is with the new Hagel P20 preamp. And it just, when everything works well like that, it's a good feeling. So I wanted to spend some time and listen to some music and just enjoy what it can do, and then stream live with everybody today. It's a little bit early on a weekend for me. And I've got a couple other videos to load. One new video just went online, bass demo from yesterday. Pretty good stuff. I had a lot of fun with that one. There's a bunch more music I have to scroll through today, so I'll probably get to do that, enjoy some more stuff. And yeah, I wanted to follow up with the discussion we had last night. That's a 2-hour podcast I put out yesterday. Really, really good stuff. I'm very grateful for Rich to come by and share his thoughts and spend some time and deep dive on a couple of things, get some industry perspective. I know the markets seem a little strange right now. There's a lot of stuff going on with economics, world trade. The financial situation's a little bit strange. World politics will always affect things that are going on with our lives. We have to do our best, treat each other well on a social, personal level. Just try to do your best. And that's the best we can do. So I'm going to keep this one short then on the weekend. I know it's a little bit earlier. A lot of my friends are going to say, hey, I missed another one, but that's how it is. I don't have a schedule. You have to subscribe and put on email notifications or something, or I don't know what the case may be. If you don't want to miss anything, because my schedule is very unorthodox schedule. Could be on at any times of the day or night. So I may get up to some other things today. I might record some other song demos. Might go outside. It's really, really nice outside. And we have the air show on today. So Look at the nice flowers. Isn't that pretty? So I might go outside later on. I haven't really live streamed from outside before. That would be crazy. I got a couple of new things coming. I can't say exactly what it is yet. I want to keep that a surprise. New preamp. So the Hagel P20 will be staying, but I'm going to use it in the other system. And then I'm going to get a new preamp in here, plus a new streamer. So the Weem Pro Plus will go in the other system, possibly, or I'll sell it. And then I've got another couple of things coming. I decided to get the Mini DSP U-Mic 2 so I can do some actual measurements in here and show a response curve of things and do like REW in my room just so I understand what's going on in this room. I think that there's some reverb in here that needs some work. I have some ideas, but I need to build some panels or, talk to my friends about getting some panels in here. Some of the lower end reverb is a little bit annoying. The bass is just, for sure, there's too much bass in the bottom end. I have an idea for that. I might build up the back corners. I need to figure out how to do that, construct a couple of things. But time will change a number of things. Try to get some stuff going. So anyways, thank you everybody for joining and watching today. I appreciate those who have come, those friends that support me on a regular basis. We'll keep this one short on the long weekend. Thank you for those who came in, commented. Previous videos, we'll talk about all the things I talked about today in more detail. So check those out if you're interested. A bass demo for the SVS subs. Just posted it today, so check that out. And yeah, have a great long weekend. Take care of yourselves. Listen to some music. And leave comments on anything you wish. Also, my email is there. Facebook, Instagram, Discord is open. You guys can contact me through the profile. And I'll see everybody next time.